In today's video I'm going to show you how I Tasmotised my geyser at home. It's about 4 kilowatt geyser, so it pulls about 17 amps, which obviously Sonoff switches can't handle, but this can do the job. So let's see what I've done. Okay, this is Project Tasmotised my geyser. So this is a straightforward geyser, isolator switch on the outside. So what I'm going to do is pop this little box at the bottom there. And inside that, I'm going to have, let's just open this up. I really should have done all with more hands, Could do with the extra arm or so. Okay, so in there it's going to be this Sonoff over here. I'm going to pop this one in there. And then this little, I think it's a 30 amp relay. Actually need some connectors for over there. So this is normal open. And then the power to the relay, and so the Sonoff will power this. The live will go through here for the geyser, and so when the Sonoff switches off, it kicks in the relay, closes the circuit over here. So this kicks in the relay, closes this circuit over here, and so we don't have to worry about the power going through the Sonoff, because obviously it can't really run a geyser. Cool, that's the plan. Right here, so let's see what we've done here. Okay, so power coming in, this our earth goes through there, all the way through to the geyser. Then we've got live coming in, going out, as well as neutral coming in and going out. Live comes in here, it feeds off to the Sonoff over there, comes out, kicks in the relay, comes back. This one slipped out. Okay, into the relay, comes back, goes through there, comes out there, and goes in here and out. And then the power for the geyser comes through here. Live goes in there, goes through the relay, which is normally open, goes through, comes back, neutral, all the way through. Cool, I think that's job. So I'm just putting all of this back together again. I think it's the wrong way around. That dust was in the bottom the other time. Okay, so yeah, so relay and Sonoff Basic R3, I think that was. It actually has a remote control as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, some potential there, but works beautifully. All I need is temperature. Next project maybe. Cool. So Sonoff is in, geyser is ready, and now just the last bit of configuration. So first thing I'm going to do is on Home Assistant, go to config folder, and I'm going to look at my switches at YAML. And so basically just adding this section over here, which is the geyser, as well as the command topic and state topic, and the retained false, which I normally put in all of my switches. And one important thing that I want to do is I want to be able to ensure that the if the home automation fails, so Home Assistant goes down, or the power was out when the geyser was supposed to be triggered and that trigger was missed, or anything like that happens, that the geyser will come on automatically. So over here is a power on state function on the firmware. So this power on state, you can see option number 1, turn relays on after power up. So that will switch it back on. So it's really just a case of going onto your Sonoff, going console, power on state, and if you just type that, it will tell you the state over here. It's currently set to 1, or you can, if it was on power on state 1. So that basically ensures that the Sonoff comes back on with the geyser on. So if in doubt, switch off the geyser at the main breaker, switch it back on, and it will function like a normal geyser without automation. I normally look at how I can configure my house in a way that adds redundancy if, for whatever reason, the home automation part of it is not available, that there's still a way for things to be able to work. So if we have somebody that's house sitting, they don't need access to the system, or if the power goes out, like I mentioned, or anything weird happens, so any of those unforeseen circumstances. Right, so home assistant configuration. Well, basically, in my developer tools, states, you can see the switch main geyser, current status on, off. I've actually got a customization to change this icon to a power icon. So it's basic configuration, all the way down, customizations, geyser main, and over here I've set the icon to MDI power, which is that icon over there. So if we look at our setup over here, here's our Lovelace guard, and you can see the geyser over here, and the icon lights up when it's lit, when it's switched on. So if you have a situation like where you don't have your switches icons light up yellow, as you do with the lights, Lovelace did make a change, or Home Assistant did make a change in Lovelace at some point. I'm not sure which version, but if that's missing, so you just need to go to configure, edit, and then over here, so you may sometimes, don't know why the visual one isn't there, but anyway, so just add state color true over here. If you just edit the raw file, sometimes you have to have it dropped down over here. I'm not sure why mine just bypassed it. It's possibly because that is in there. But to show you what it would look like is like this, show code editor, and just pop in there this command, the state color. And there's a little bit of a bug, it seems, over here. Anyway, moving on swiftly. So for the automation, I've got a very basic automation. So geysers on. Let's just edit that. So I basically just have, at the moment, I've got a couple of times it switches on. So trigger 4, 10, and 5 in the afternoon. So 4 o'clock is for those of us who are shower in the morning. So there's going to be hot water for them. 10 o'clock is for the solar panels to, when the solar panels are there, we can switch on the geyser and let the sun warm it up. And then at 5 again for another hour, just for those people who shower at night. Very simple, turn on command, and then the switch off, and geyser off over there. And then just at 6 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening to switch off. So these times I'm still going to be tweaking. I've got a feeling I might want to switch it a little bit later in the day and also at night. But yeah, that's it at the moment. Anyway, so that's it. Ta-da! So yeah, all I can say is it was a fairly easy installation, although I did bleed a bit. Don't stab yourself with a screwdriver, it's not fun at all. And any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching. Cheers.